Alright, we'll go with VileIllusion versus, well, he's now FXOz, I believe. So VileIllusion is actually now Quantic Illusion, I believe. So on the bottom right-hand side of the map, on Teldarim Altar, we have ourselves VileIllusion, the Terran, on Vile. And in the upper right, we have ourselves the well-known Protoss, Korean Protoss, FXOz. Now, VileIllusion and FXOz, well, we know FXOz, this is from IPL4. FXOz, I believe, was it the last round? He would have just beat Scarlet 2-1. I think so. Almost certain of that, actually. So he was almost taken out by Scarlet. That got Scarlet a lot of recognition. Meanwhile, VileIllusion, you know what? One of the more underrated North American players in the game, I think. He's posted really good results, especially in the open bracket in MLG Columbus, and as well here in the IPL4. I think he posted a pretty solid result as well, making his way through the open bracket. So it'll be interesting to see what happens between the underdog VileIllusion, or Quantic Illusion, I'll call him Illusion, and Oz, the Korean Protoss powerhouse. So it looks like pretty standard play, although, as my mouse freaks out, Illusion is going for gas on 13, so no one racks FE, which has seemingly become the standard play for a lot of Terrans against Protoss. Although you do see some, they're not really concussive expands or anything like that, but you do see gas once in a while. Sometimes you see a Reaper. So the gateway going down, gas for FXOz as well. Looks like he's going to get himself a Cyber Core soon. Yeah, well, they're both kind of saving up. Well, of course, Illusion's got to make the Marine and the Orbital Command. That's why he was saving up. And there goes the Cyber Core. So some early one-base play here. It'll be interesting to see what the follow-up will be, if we're going to see a Nexus go down or a Command Center go down anytime soon. A Zealot coming out to the front, and he is on his way. Where in the world are you going? He is on his way to scout the front of Illusion's base. And this Marine is on his way to defend the front of his ramp. I give advantage to the Zealot, by the way. So now a factory going down. And another Marine popping out, and another Marine another Marine, another Marine, another Marine, it's going to be a reactor. So, looks like good micro from Illusion is able to drive the Zealot away. Oz able to pull that back right away, though. And he comes back for more. He does get one slice off on the Marine. Good micro from Illusion, keeping one Marine in place as the other one runs away. The Zealot does get another swipe in on that Marine. That Marine goes down. The Zealot is going to get out of there without any problems. A Stalker now coming out to the front, still only off of one gate, is FXOz, and he's going to do some pressure at the front, although that bunker does finish. One Marine alone is in it, and it's VileIllusion going for the reactor Hellion play here. Very interesting. Oh no, the Stalker gets by, as does the two Zealots, and they're going to make it straight into the base. An emergency bunker going up here, and this looks like an auto loss for Illusion. The early pressure right here is going to finish things off. It's only two Stalkers, or a Stalker and two Zealots, but again, the only thing out on the map. Oh, there we go. There are the two Hellions. They have to be microed perfectly here to take out. Well, one Zealot goes down. There goes the Marine going down as well. Another Zealot will most likely fall. The question is, what about this Stalker? Marauder is out on the way. Marauder will be able to take it out. Both Hellions alive, being repaired. Two Stalkers now here. The expansion going down. 4 Oz still only off of the one gateway. And the Marauder helping to take out that Stalker there, but two more Stalkers still in the main. 4 Hellions out. One Hellion goes down, but both of the Stalkers now are going to fall to the incredibly fast Hellions. Concussive Shell on the way as well for VileIllusion. Really well done. I thought he was in deep trouble there. Instead, he's able to hold it off. And now Oz is in a bit of a predicament here. He really, I don't know if he forgot or if he cut probes. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, he's a little bit further behind, I would expect, than he should be, but he does have a good 60-second or so head start on the natural expansion, but that can easily be changed should the 4 Hellions do any sort of damage on a run by, although I don't think that that's going to happen. Oz does know exactly what Illusion has. He's got a good number of Hellions. He's making Hellions. He was making Hellions. He's now going to go switching into Bio, but those 4 Hellions are going to do a pretty solid job, at least denying the third. Could even maybe take out the 2 Sentries. Sentries are light units, so they do take the double damage, or 14 damage as opposed to 8 from Hellions. Ooh, Illusion just skirting around the outside. Those Stalkers come out, as do the Sentries out in front. Very interesting. SCV holding the watchtower, a probe probing its way to the front of VileIllusion's base as the Hellions do laps around this little plateau there. More Marines on the way. Stim being researched. Another reactor going down on that factory, but that's going to be lifted up for the barracks most likely, and the Hellions trying to take pot shots at the Sentries are unable to. Still only 3 gateways down right now for Oz. He's taking his 4th gas. He's got 3 going right now. Be interesting to see what exactly he's doing. It's not as though I don't know. It's weird. It's interesting because he doesn't have anything really out there that can be scouted. So it's not as if there's Marines chasing down the probe as the Hellions lose a Hellion, but do take out a Stalker. It's an okay trade. Here come a bunch of 3 Sentries, 4 Zealots coming forward. The proxy pylon being hidden. Here comes pressure from Oz. Still only 3 gateways down, a robotics facility and a robotics bay on the way. Oz really, I don't think he can break the. Well, he's only one bunker. And he's got the force field to keep SCVs from repairing it. Yes, that's what's going to happen. VileIllusion falling back completely, using the force fields to his own advantage. He does have to kill off 2 Zealots, and the Zealots do go down. This factory scouting to see exactly what Oz is doing, pulling back more. Here come the Hellions to take out the pylon. Good force fields. No! The entire army of Illusion gets back. In fact, those force fields kept the Zealots from getting into the army. The Hellions are doing a great job at the back, threatening to take out the Sentries, those expensive gas units, should Oz be too careless with them. And I think Illusion has stabilized on 2 bases here. He should be okay. He's also got medevacs on the way. In fact, they just came out. There is an observer out on the field. All of the Hellions do get taken down, though. There's the Stim. And unfortunately for Oz, he came up the ramp with limited energy on his Sentries. Only 1 force field going down, and he's going to lose a good amount of his forces. Another Stim from Illusion. He takes out another proxy pylon, and he's going to take out all of the Sentries. Oh, good force fields right there by Illusion. He's not going to take them all out. Oh, he stims again. All of his units in the orange, but he's chasing down the entire army, and this Colossus could get caught out of position, especially with the medevacs up on the field. They can see on the high ground. The Colossus does get out of there just in time, though that was close. The extended thermal lance only just starting, and the medevacs have themselves their work cut out for them because those units very heavily in the orange. So right now, +1 weapons is done for VileIllusion, who's done a great job stabilizing after what looked like an early loss. He was in some trouble early on, but right now, both on even footing. A massive drop going to be coming into the main here, but the observer sees it, and Oz going to move in for it. Oh, he didn't send his Stalkers in, though. Only the Sentries were there. I think that Illusion, could have dropped very easily to take out the Stalkers and the Colossus. He is going to take out the pylon. He does stim too, and he loses, looks like 2 Marines. That force field just a bit off. Couldn't catch any Marines there at all. That factory scouting out to see if there's a third. It's actually going to land. It's just going to sit there and land. So it looks like more Colossus on the way. No Twilight Council yet. Extended Thermal Lance is almost done. And Illusion falls back to take the rocks out at his 3rd. He is making 2 bunkers. I guess he's a little bit worried about some sort of timing attack off of 2 bases here. Not absolutely certain what that is, or what that could be. But Hellion does actually... Oh, Illusion did make a Hellion. He is checking for a third, and he's not going to see a third, which means he does know that some sort of timing attack is out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 gateways, and a robotics facility making Colossus. Boy, and those 2 Marines and Marauder were like, get me the heck out of here. So only 3 Vikings out on the field right now. 2 more about to pop. 4Q total, and Oz is going to go to try and take out the third if there is, but that means his Colossus are in trouble. One of his proxy pylons goes down. He does make another one at the third. Those Vikings can use the plateau here to keep themselves out of range of the Stalkers. Good splitting by Illusion. Here we go. Here's the attack. The Vikings from the backside. Good force field right now. A huge amount of infantry going down. Stalkers focus firing down on the Vikings. Only one of the Colossus are down. Illusion's in some trouble here. Good force fields has forced the Terran all the way back to his bunkers and his naturals, but he has nothing to take out the Vikings, or Colossus, excuse me, from long range because all those Vikings are dead. One bunker does stand. A bit of a reset here. 2 Colossus on the field. A bunch, and I mean a bunch of gateway units coming down here. Again, Illusion doesn't have anything to take out any Vikings. Doing a great job is Oz keeping his Colossus in the back. Good force fields down, funneling units together for the Colossus Lances, thermal Lances to do a bunch of damage. No micro from Oz, though. The Vikings do get down 1 Colossus. Stalkers firing now on the Vikings. And here comes the SCV pull. No, Illusion is going to fall back and try and defend with what he can. Once again, Illusion in dire straits right here. He does stim again. 1 Colossus. That 1 lone Colossus is all that really stands between Oz crushing this game and anything else. That Colossus is going to go down. Illusion may be able to hold on here. He has not lost his command center. It's going to be close. Will the Vikings land? The Vikings probably will have to land here. Illusion not there. Oz not taking a third. Not really streaming at any units. Now 5 more Stalkers. 2 more Zealots coming in. Oz is in some trouble here. Illusion has stabilized just barely. Has lost a good amount of SCVs though. And Oz pushing back into the natural back and forth here. Again, big thing that the command center has not been taken out yet. The 3rd command center of Illusion is going to finish. Here we go, more warpins for Oz right now. 1-1 upgrades against 0-0 upgrades. The Vikings land on the corner, getting a solid surround, getting picked up, microed with the medevacs. Great micro, keeping that 1 Viking alive in the red, and Illusion somehow holds. I don't believe it. And this Hellion is still patrolling to take out any sort of probe or expansion attempt. They're still on 2 bases. Oz just spent a lot of money on that 2-base timing attempt. The extended thermal lance, 7 gateways, bunch of Colossus. That is, I don't want to say that's all in, but it's pretty close to a very heavy timing attack. And VileIllusion, oh, I would not be doing this. Oh, Illusion, take your third and deal with it. Illusion's going to go for a drop here, but pylons are out on the field. Oh, no, Oz doesn't see it, though. Here comes the drop into the natural. He's distracted at the third, taking down the rocks, and we're going to see a lot of probes die, and this game could really easily, very easily, even out here. More probes dying, more probes going down. There is a Colossus out, although here come more probes back to mining, but they're going to get killed instead. Doing what damage he can is Illusion. He picks up. He only lost either a Marauder or 2 Marines for a bunch of probes. That's a great trade for him. And what I said earlier about I wouldn't do that, forget what I said. What do I know? I mean, really, what do I know? And the rocks finally go down for FXOz, or Fnatic Oz, whatever. Oz, they drop back into the main, taking out a pylon and getting out of there. Yes, he will. No damage done. He'll probably take out this pylon, too. The factory... and the Hellion did happen to see that Zealot, and now the Zealot's going to take out the Hellion. The 4th base of FXOz is 3rd base, excuse me, is going to go down, but the 3rd is done for Illusion, and those Marauders and Marines getting a good, nice little heal up after all that damage they did, and Oz is on the back foot here after somehow VileIllusion held. And 1 Zealot scouting out, I think, here, but it's going to be taken out really quickly. Here comes the main force from Oz. 2 Immortals and a Colossus, and a bunch of Sentries with a good amount of energy. Here comes the Stim, and the split by VileIllusion is very good. Here comes the battle. Good force fields on the ramp, though, keeping what units they can, but Illusion sprinting around to try and take out the Colossus, but does not. Those Immortals, though, doing work. And he's going to lift up and go straight into the natural. Oh, the Viking! The Viking takes out the Colossus. That was it for Colossus. And now it is gateway units against upgraded Bio. That means that Illusion right now has the advantage. +1 armor is on the way, almost done for Oz, but he's probably going to lose his natural here. More units streaming in as Oz is apparently attempting some sort of counterattack with his Stalkers. Not going to go down. The Immortals again, though, are into the back into the natural to do whatever defense they can. They just chew up Marauders. Good micro right here, staying away from all the Zealots, and he picks up and gets out of there. Only 1 sentry can shoot up, and the GG from FXOz. What a great game by Illusion. Twice it looked like he had been broken at the front of his natural. Twice it looked like he was going to go down, and yet he somehow pulls it out with great control and great nerves against the Korean powerhouse Oz. Wow, what a game.